Why, hello, kids. How you doing? Hey, hi. How you doing? Hey, hi. I tell you, I'm looking at this rebuild of this deck I'm working on, and I'm down to 2 cards I need to cut, and it is annoying the shit out of me. Ugh. I've built too much synergy into it. It's my fault. I'm trying to make everything work with everything. Combo decks, you know. But man, I have 2 cards left to cut, and I really don't want to cut anything else. So, you know, most people would just take the easy way out and start cutting lands, but I know for a fact that if I do that, I'm going to drought. That's just the way it is. If I do that, I'm going to drought. And I do not want to drought, so... I don't know if 33 lands will be enough. I typically run between 35 and 36. Some people say that's too many, but I feel it's the right amount. What's going on, Raiden? How you doing, buddy? Hello! Tachikoma, that's cruel. Isle Sleeper, come on, man. It's totally an okay and fun event, right? That is definitely not... Yeah, it's actually really boring. Hey! The mentally ill femboy has sent you more gold. Thank you for the resub, Scotty. I appreciate it, buddy. Tanks. Hello, Raiden. Yeah, we're gonna be playing some Isle Weaver. Also, 2 nights in a row, it is once again storming. I got a notification that a storm was incoming. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait and see if it blows over. And then no storm arrived. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm good. I'll just start streaming. The second I hit start, I mean the moment I hit start, the heavens opened and the rain poured down. So who knows? Who knows? I think someone up there's watching me and is trying to sabotage shit.
Aid you in the synthesis of many creatures.
Well, I definitely don't need credits. 36 too many? My brother, I have consistently used 38 in my decks and still run into droughts. Well, like, the thing is for my decks, I have multiple different mana fonts and different places I can generate, so I usually try and factor in around 36. That's actually funny. The deck that I have that actually ramps the most, like the deck that can get an insane amount of mana turn 3 even, is Maha, and that's mono black, and it always annoys people because they're like, wait, hold on, you're not playing green? No, I am not. How the fuck did you ramp so fast? You have 8 mana on turn 3. Ta-da! Just be like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the drop chance, because I definitely don't need credits. I got millions of those. No problem, I'm gonna use you for background noise while I'm playing Death Stranding 2. He's gonna use me! I feel a little dirty.
The suits will
I'm second monitor material, everyone. That's me.
You're not.
So let's talk about Operation 8 Flop.
You can do business.
I haven't seen Mono Black Mana Ramp. Tell me your secrets. There's a chain of creatures and lands that you can put together to make all of your mana grow exponentially in black. Anything that has black, as long as you need black mana, you can make it grow exponentially. And that is... God, where's my Maha deck? I don't think I have it here. Hold on, let me pull up my deck list real quick. I will tell you the specific cards I am using to do this. Basically, your lands will count for, well, like I said, your lands will count exponentially towards themselves with this combo. Where is it? Not that one, not that one. Okay, so the combo centers around you having like a swamp or 2. Really, any land will work, but swamps are honestly best in my opinion, but any land will work. I have 1 or 2 lands out, and then if you have... Not that one, not that one. There it is. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and Cabal Coffers. That is one line of the strategy. Basically, what Urborg does is each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. So that means everything, including Urborg. You know, Riz, I see you're playing one. My advice: be drunk or high. It helped me understand the plot. Well, what? Huh? Oh, you're talking about Death Stranding. No, I understand the plot pretty well. So Urborg, what that's gonna do is every land is a swamp. Including Urborg, mind you. So Urborg is also a swamp, so Urborg can tap for black. Then, what Cabal Coffers does is you pay 2, you tap, and you add black mana for each swamp you control. So, if you have just 5 lands, that includes Urborg, so Minas Morgul, and then Urborg, and then say 3 swamps. Pay 2, tap Minas Morgul, you generate 5 black mana, and you still have 2 black mana to tap. Put another swamp down, generate 6. Put another swamp down, generate 7. Now, if you combine that with something like, say, Deserted Temple, pay 1, untap target land. So, with Deserted Temple, you pay 1, you untap Cabal Coffers, you pay another 2, and you generate another 7 or another 8. So, at some point, I have... And it's really sneaky because they don't see it coming, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's black. Black can't ramp. Like, he doesn't have any artifacts out, it's fine. But once that combo takes off, all of a sudden I'm generating 13 mana in a turn, and it's turn 4 or 5, and they're sitting there like, wait a minute. What the shit? I annoyed the fuck out of somebody I was playing against the last Friday Night Magic I went to, because he was playing, God, what was it? He was playing Toxrill. Yeah, he was playing Toxrill, I was playing Maha. I play Maha. He counters Maha. I say, okay. And I play Maha again. At that point, Maha had costed, Maha was up to, I want to say... Let's see, I had my medallion out, so that was 4, 6. So the first time I played it, paid 6, countered it, bounced it back to command zone, played it again, paid 8, and he was just sitting there doing mental math like, hold up. He just paid 14 mana just to have that fucking bird out. What is he up to? And he was tapped out at that point, so I just activated my Pestilence and blasted his fucking snail. I cannot stand that snail. Oh, Toxrill is cancerous. So I put 1 mana into Pestilence and just obliterated him. Because I could, mostly. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. First of all, Zeraman is criminally underutilized for what it is in the plot, and they really need to go back to it. That's my first statement. The devs need to go back to the Zeraman. I'm tired of them ignoring it. You have a giant colony ship halfway in and out of the void, and they've all but forgotten about it. It's not right. Just so they could go back to 1999, or at least something that says it's 1999, but not really. No, I do not give out my Maha deck list. I'm kidding. It's actually already in the Discord, Touchcomb, if you look for it. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. One of the main problems with this event, one of the biggest problems with this event...
This place has mocked me from above, and now through sheer force of will, I have reached it.
Well, let's start with the fact that he's really fucking annoying. He's more annoying than the fish who was bad-mouthing your dojo. Like, that's saying something. That fish was... Man. The next thing is in order to play in the event, it randomizes your gear. I know some people really enjoy it. I honestly don't mind playing in Duviri. Like I don't mind Duviri at all. But the fact that for this event, you have your Warframe on the plains of Duviri, but you can't pick your gear, at least let us pick 1 slot of our gear. I'm not asking to be able to completely go in with whatever busted loadout I have. I'm asking that, like, let me pick a weapon or a frame. Like, that's it. That's all I'm asking. Just one of them would ameliorate the whole random pain. But I think the biggest thing First of all, the only way to raise this bar right here is to actually spend Dominus Aureus. You actually have to spend them. So a lot of people are just kind of holding on to them because this shop runs out of steam really quickly, all right? Let's be honest, most people who are doing this event have just about everything here. They have done these events, as you can see here. I've done these events. I already have all of this stuff, so I'm not really gonna... I'm muting you. So I'm not really gonna be buying these all over again, you know? I might buy the new stuff, but the thing is even the new stuff runs out of steam, and... Let's address the elephant in the room. This Signa is ugly as fuck. I'm sorry. I know it took a lot to make it. I can tell it was very artistically made. I can tell it's got the whole... You've combined the angel aesthetic with the grasping hands of the fragmented tide. You know, I get it. All right. However, counterpoint. It's ugly as fuck. Nobody is going to look at this. This is the Apex variant of the Sigma. Nobody's going to look at this Signa and go, yeah, I want to run like 50 runs in Duviri back to back to back to get this. I definitely want... Look at it. Look at this fucking thing. And I'm not knocking the devs. The devs have released banger after banger when it comes to Signas and Ephemeras. This is a miss. This is a rare miss. Holy shit. And that goes for every variant of it, I'm going to be honest. Even like this one. Why is there a dildo strapped to my head with a hand coming out of it? Plus, why? Or this one. This one's almost okay until you realize those fucking fingers. I've only found the second one useful for Kome. I couldn't even see this one for Kome. I'd see the first one for Kome, but the fingers are definitely off-putting. Yet again, someone's undisguised fetish. Yeah, but usually every undisguised... Sorry, I have that muted. What's going on, Aylward? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I had muted Dominus because he kept fucking spouting off. Yeah, but the difference is like in the past, somebody's undisguised fetish in Warframe is something you could look at and be like, yeah, okay, I guess. I mean, not my thing, but all right, you do you. This one, it's just like, ugh, 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 ugh. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like normally I can see. I don't see it. It just looks. And I know this is supposed to be like Wally's hand. I'm muting you again. I know this is supposed to be Wally's hand on account of the whole like missing finger and all that shit there, but fuck, man. Like it look, it don't look good is what I'm saying. And this is supposed to be like the crowning... This item is supposed to be the crowning thing you get for the whole event.
Where was your sword arm when the usurper came?
Shut the fuck up. Like, this is supposed to be the biggest thing you can buy this event, the coolest thing. It unlocks as the percentage grade goes up. But it looks like garbage. The most valuable thing in this entire shop this round is the Pathos clamps. You can farm these. Shut up. Now being said, I am going back in. I want it for completion's sake, but for fuck's sake, man, they making it so that you have to spend the currency to advance the shop, dumb.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corpus peddling their wares again.
Shut off the emergency frequency.
That Signa, also dumb. Like, no, just it's bad on multiple levels. I think it's the combination of the two that's setting people like against it, but personally, both just no thanks. Alright, we've got Citrine, Hildren, Rhino, Caliban, Equinox. Probably Citrine and the Latron. That's an easy run. Why not? We'll go pubs. Unless there's somebody out there who wants to go with me, speak now or forever hold your pee. While I'm waiting for you to speak now, I'm gonna drink some water. Some high quality H2O. Boop. It's a combination of the way the shop unlocks work, as well as having to having to spend the currency with how the shop unlocks work, and the Signa being just really bad. I mean, okay, I guess. What the shit, man? Eh? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, I had 2 minutes to frame cycle. I had 2 whole minutes before the frame cycle. It just said I lost connection to whoever I had fucking spawned in with. The fuck was that? 34 seconds. Yeah, but a host migration shouldn't have kicked me out of the mission entirely, is what I'm saying. A host migration would have just migrated me to a new host or made me the host. It wouldn't have kicked me out entirely. That's why I was flabbergasted. It made no sense. Laddie Prime, don't need that. I'll take that. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take that too. Don't forget to get your groceries, kids. Bye.
The triumph of dust.
I'm running Laddie Prime, so I really don't have to worry about anything.
There was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day, a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
Hey, yo. I missed a scholar's tool somewhere around here. The daily weed. You gotta sneed the feed, you know? There it is.
Don't tell me you're siding with the brat. It's about time to grow up, don't you think?
God, she's such a bitch.
Slaughters my people and takes their possessions. Get them back. I'll bury them alongside the honored dead.
You know, it occurs to me that I'm still missing one of the Operation 8 Claw messages. Like, I have almost all
Aren't
of
you
them.
sick of
I
these
am
games
missing
by
one
now,
of them.
kiddo?
And that is so annoying, because there's like 16 of them. And I have all of them except for fucking one.
Do you remember the Zariman? How much you learned once the restraints were taken off? Think what we could do here.
Yoink.
Together.
I'm not even gonna try. There we go.
I authorize you to enter the Undercroft.
That Jamussi, though. I mean, what? Huh? What?
Is this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out.
Citrine's such a weird frame, and I like her so much. She's really good, and I enjoy her. But man, she's weird. Gotta shoot them crystals. There we go. Turn the Latron into the Obliterator 5000. Why not? Bye. I like the new mercy kills for that enemy. And that's the thing, like, there's not much that's wrong with this event. Like, the actual content in Duviri's good. The expansion of the lore's okay. I don't know how you're going to explain us interacting with Wally this often. Like, honestly, it's removing some of his mystique when he's just there yelling at you in that sexy, sexy voice. But, like, it's fine, I guess, but it's the framing of the event that needs work, not the content itself. The new Murmur enemy is cool. A lot of the stuff they added in is good, but man. Just the entire framework of the event needs work.
Why are you fighting, kiddo? This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together.
I will say that when it comes between this one and the Miter, I prefer the Miter. Wait, is there another citrine here? Nice.
Wasting your time here. Who's protecting those freaks back in Helvania?
And again, like, I know I already said this, but Wally actively being concerned with the goings-on of any living being really lowers his mystique a lot.
Edifice of guilt.
He's supposed to be
What he did. What he took.
a massive eldritch abomination creature. Massive eldritch abomination creatures don't give a fuck about what somebody's doing in some other timeline. They don't give a shit. They are everywhere. They are every win. Why would Wally themselves care about Holvania? The only reason Wally would care is if there's still some piece of, what's her face? Roshalka in there somewhere. That's the only reason Wally would care. Which, they've established there's not supposed to be any pieces of her left on account of him, you know, eating her. It's just weird. It's weird framing. Holy shit, that was close. You guys hear that? Holy fuck. That was right outside. God damn.
We punished that kind of idolatry with fire back in Holvania.
Who's we?
You want to deny me a place, even here, in the remains of your childhood. Not very nice of you, kiddo.
Alexia. The scholar's pet. I heard the insult imitation his voice. The spider is her servant now.
Jesus, there's another one. There we go. Perish, you little shit.
Rax remembers Araxia, doesn't he? The guardian of Scholar's Landing. That's why he's trembling, isn't it?
I'm not trembling, it's just cold, said Dominus Thorax, flying as naturally as he breathed. Could you not? Is she outside of the room? Oh, what the shit? Boss is bugged. There she goes. All done.
You had to put her down. She was crazy. Do Matilda next.
I do, however, like the fact that you fight Araxia every run, because that means you're guaranteed those Scuddler husks. I like that. That's a good thing. So whoever thought of that, good idea. Should really change the framing of that from headshot to weak point shot. Yeah, dude, the storm's right outside. That lightning likely struck right in front of my house. It was that loud. I could hear it on the other side of my headphones. I could hear it over Rushalka nagging me, which is saying something.
One of Albrecht's many sins. Try and finish his work. See what happens to him.
Boop, boop. Easy peasy. Ooh, holy shit, that's loud. Killing is great and all, but it's only really worth it if you actually, you know, do the objective. So I suppose I should throw my little AM4s over there. Perish. Ooh, toxin. That's one of them. Bip. Yoink. Bip. Oh, that's already full. Bip. The lack of rune marrow on my runs has been annoying. Need more for that new scythe. Rune marrow, get that by just running the circuit. You'll get rune marrow by running the circuit. You'll get a lot of it. Because rune marrow you'll primarily get from the Undercroft. So if you're just running Undercroft in the circuit, then you'll get a whole bunch of it. That's how I farmed it. But I don't want to run the circuit. It's so bad because my gear is bad. Well, just periodically check the circuit rotation for yourself. And whenever you have a frame that's good, or like a weapon that you know is really good, just run the circuit with that. You don't have to run the circuit like immediately back to back. Just find a setup rotation and then do it then. Like me, if I just get Dante, I can run all the way up to circuit round 20 by myself if I really feel like it. But I don't like doing that because it kind of takes a while, you know? So like a single frame, especially if the frame has a has an exalted, can make the difference by itself. Yeah, sure.
The grip weakens at last. Call forth the beast that binds her to Duviri.
Where's the head on this damn thing? There it is. Got it. Ow. Motherfucker flung a rock at me. Rude. I mean, they represent, like, creatures in between dimensions, so no, there is not. You motherfucker. Got him.
I declare this chapter closed.
Scuddler Husk. So honestly, a big problem in the game right now is damage attenuation, and I actually have an idea on how to fix it. Unfortunately, I have no way to get the word to the devs, because the people I know who are there, they're, let's just say out of reach at the moment. So, you know how whenever they started suggesting Plains of Deviri, or they teased Plains of Deviri, a big thing was your operator was grown up, and your operator was using Warframe weapons. You grabbed the Tigrex out of a void portal in the ground, and you used that. You used the Tigrex. Well, I think a good way to give players that, plus get around damage attenuation, because damage attenuation is a huge problem right now. You have an operator adapter that lets your operator use melee, secondary, or primary weapons. But the damage from that weapon is converted entirely to void damage, and void damage will be made to bypass damage attenuation. Let me rephrase that. Void damage from an operator source will be made to bypass damage attenuation. So obviously, you know, our void frame will be left in the cold again, like he was for Eidolon's, but that would be a bit too easy because one of his abilities is a helmet that gives everything void damage. But basically, that would make it so that your operator could use, say, the Tigrex if you felt like it, and it would also nip damage attenuation questions in the bud, because you could use those weapons that you put your operator adapter on and then kick ass with your operator to get by that damage attenuation. Because let's be honest, this whole damage attenuation arms race thing they're doing,
Dreamer.
it's getting out of hand, man. Shh, that's coming at TennoCon. No, at TennoCon they're going to be announcing Tau. I mean, what? Huh? Don't clip that. Oh, this is a cool fur pattern, isn't it? Oh, that looks really neat. I really love the geometric lines on it. That's really cool. I like that.
Let's check what's next.
Nothing except for an entire fighting force that Wally could easily corrupt due to the fact that, you know, the sentients are basically the fragmented tide, but with brains. What? I'm just talking silly now. Oh, hey, the AX-52. It's not a bad one. Koru fell. Oh. Alright, who's online? Well, if you ain't online, you ain't gonna be joining me, so... The lens is just okay. The AK-52 is a better option. Don't really care about... Wait, what? Talons? What the fuck is... Oh, yeah, Talons. But the Korufel, that's gonna be a good time. I suppose we should visit Dominus Butthole. Turn in more... See, and this is the thing, right? In every other event, you did the mission, you got the points that advanced the thing. In these ones, you do the mission, you get the points, you have to go back to your dorm zone to see the butthole, give him your points, and then that contributes to the thing.
This is far enough. Break her control, or hers will be the only Duviri there has ever been.
Stop crying, you fucking weirdo. So, for Operation 8 Claw, I'm guessing that this is for, like... this is for everyone in the community, right? And then this one is clan-specific?
I warned you not to
Hey,
leave.
clan members?
Where is your
My fellow
footman?
dojolings? People who are in Deep 6? I'm gonna need you to get off your butts so we can get that gold trophy. Because I wants it, mostly. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Such a wretched place. Do not forget.
Shut up.
We were friends once.
Okay. I'm missing Tassima extract. Nah. Oh hey, but I could build this. Zeraman Harvest Festival and was intended to reap the first fruits of Tau. Void shards and enemy flesh, blur 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 blur.
False Duviri to the truth. You must be bold, like I taught you. I shall not haggle like a do not wander far.
Sorry, Dominus, you seem to be mistaken. You didn't teach me shit. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. Base of operations. I'm supposed to be using my operator. Why is it switching me over to the other? I don't want to use Drifter. I want to use my operator. Why is it making me use Drifter in my dorm zone? What the fuck? But that's stupid. But that's stupid. They try and annoy me more and more every day. Checking the hotfix. I'll waiver, blah 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 blah. Remove the ability to sell the Arcwing launcher.
Someone in Cetus must have answers. Come on, sweet things. Give it up.
Use the dripper. My brother in Christ, both of my ops have massive amounts of drip. Fix the Zylok Incarnon bundle, giving the incorrect resources to install the Incarnon adapter.
Operator? Orders wonders, what are you thinking about?
Fix not being able to leave the arena after successfully completing the hard mode fragmented fight. God, so many fixes. But hey, at least they fixed their patch page so that I can actually read those in game instead of, you know, it bugging out and telling me like the last update 3 updates ago was the most recent, because that's what it had been doing. So I'm glad they changed that. That's nice. Once more into the breach. At least we have our absolute banger of a heavy gun war scythe. Aha! She's nice. Wisp is also tempting. We're running with Daggeth. Love me some Daggeth. Angstrom. This weapon right here is hilarious. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. That one's even better. Whee!
The triumph of dust. They ousted me from my city. So I found myself a kingdom to rule. Mother would be proud.
There were people here. She unmade them. You have to find what they left.
That's a weird way to say she fucking murdered them all, but alright, Mathila. You do you, I guess. You are focused on being happy literally all the time, so maybe you're not capable. I can hear it. I can hear it. Because it's right over here.
Didn't you have children once, Mathila? Did you forget about them too?
What a bitch. Jesus Christ.
He isn't a real boy. He's just a doll. Shall I pull his arms and legs off for you?
His wing exposed to the Undercroft.
God, them thighs on Daggeth, though. My goodness.
This isn't your Undercroft anymore, kiddo. These creatures are no scourger, but they'll crush you soon.
Why, yes, you did just see 3.9 million damage.
Why are you fighting, kiddo? This place was your prison. We can dismantle
Whoa, Tachikoma, you've got to understand. I'm stacking it with both Dagast buffs and the fact that this is probably my strongest gunblade because it's my favorite. Just because it's goofy. Can't wait for the prime of this to come out. It's gonna be great.
Valiant, honorable, and an utter waste of energy. Did you hear the angels singing?
It's usually this way. Called it.
Two identical souls raised in such different environments. Haven't you figured it out yet?
That's a good one.
You're fascinating.
She's taunting me. Just like Syphil said. It's old ghosts to death. Go down there and stop them.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to cease existing now, thanks.
Why do you think Thrax is so
Ooh,
scared to be
salted
abandoned?
wound, definitely. Because launching a projectile with this one is considered a heavy attack.
It's where he stowed it away.
This shrine wasn't there a moment ago. You can't gaslight me. Alright, it's a maze.
Stolen.
Remnants of the king's power remain, locked away in the royal mazes where she cannot reach. Omen.
Yoink. That's some good stuff. Boop. Should be one more, I think. There we go.
Human hands achieve what
Now for
figments
Orexia.
cannot. I was dying all alone. Did you know that? Dying from the
Shut up.
poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out
Fingers
my
outburst.
unsevered hand to me and offered me life.
Ooh, another salted wound. I'll take that. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. Not with the goth. This is different. Can't touch me. And you'll notice on her, I have Helminth in Jade's accusatory gaze thing. It's ridiculously good on her. Come on, there it is. Where is she? There she is. Stop running. You're just making this take longer. Huh? You've been going into operator mode to do what? Wait, you've been going into operator mode to deal with her scuttlers? No, my guy.
Spiders in his wake. Isn't it time for a new story?
Oh, you're talking about the generators. Yeah, no, you can just shoot those. You don't need to be in your operator mode to handle those. Yeah, fuck your damage attenuation. I will continue hitting you for a ridiculous amount of damage until you are dead. Thank you. As intended.
Had to put her down. She was
Bip. Yeah, my dig off might be a little cracked. Just a little bit. I had a good 4 weeks straight where I played nothing but Warframe and played nothing but dig off. Because I enjoyed her as a frame and I wanted to figure out the finer points of her tech. She good. No, no, no. Wow, all those suck. No. No. Those suck too. Huh, that worked. God damn those thighs.
the Crucibles. One of Albrecht's many sins. Try and finish his work. See what happens to you.
1.6 million, 4.8 million, mostly because I can. I think a steady 1.6 million is enough damage, though. That usually puts down just about anything that, you know, rears its ugly head. $8.6 million. That's a good one. You may cease thy existence now, thank you. And invulnerable again. So basically what this build is supposed to do, and what I've kind of tuned it into doing, is you'll notice I'm invulnerable. She just kind of cycles through invincibility, and then whenever the invincibility falls off, you point yourself at the nearest group of enemies, and you throw gold ship at their face.
That's unnatural.
Gold ship stomps them flat, and you then re-enter your invulnerability cycle again, because once you kill a certain amount of enemies, it resets the cooldown. Like so. And then you're invulnerable again. Well, invulnerable plus you got a whole bunch of crit bonus and all kinds of other stuff. But that's not important. What's important is that you're invulnerable, right? Oh, and you're spreading doom and all of the other associated things with her at the same time. As long as you're spreading that doom, it's really not hard to kill whatever you want. Ooh, that's a weird ping issue. And because of her augment, thanks to Jade's ability, anything I look at gets inflicted with doom, because anything I looked at takes damage from an ability, so it automatically gets the doom status effect, so I don't really need to worry about casting all that often. It's silly. It's very silly. Horse! I figure since I'm doing most of the killing for the squad, I'll just keep doing that. One of the primary weaknesses, though, is whenever your invulnerability cycle cycles off, you are basically made of tissue paper. So, when your invulnerability cycles off, you better be able to kill quick, otherwise you will die. So that means there has to be things around to kill, you know?
Weakens at last. Call forth the beast that binds its you do weary.
That one. I am not squishy. I am tough. How else would I be able to deal with you guys' abuse constantly?
It only exists because of me! That means I get to keep it!
Okay, I'm gonna need you to calm down there, ma'am. Sniped that one up and to the right. Hilarious.
I have usage for deal breakers!
I didn't know if you could shoot those or not. Horses! God, is that loyal Marilena? Is that what I'm seeing? That thing takes up so much screen real estate. Why would you run that? Holy shit. Oh my god, that's massive. Ugh. That's a big rock. No, I don't think so. Got him. Hey, the neuroptics. Nice. Horses! Yeah, GG. Easy peasy. It kind of helps when you have a frame that you've worked with a lot. Like, this event would be great for farming Pathos clamps if it weren't so fucking boring. Oh my god. Like, you're running basically the same missions over and over again, and I know that's most events, but the thing is with this one, you have no control, and there's really no strategy to speed through it. And the damage attenuation is... Well, honestly, I could do without the damage attenuation. If you still needed them, well, you see, I'm one of those people who never really farmed Pathos clamps, so... Yeah, I'll still need them. Plus, you can trade them to, old girl over here.
Hello.
Like, once weekly, you can use Pathos clamps to get a bunch of Kuva. And Riven. And another Riven. And an Exilus weapon adapter. Oh hey, that's not a blueprint, that's an actual adapter. That's neat. So yeah, you'll have a use for Pathos clamps because of this shop. But
You're not like
most
us
people
at
did
all,
already farm a
are
lot of
you?
those.
I've worked out that much. Now, I want more. What drew you to that? Let's see what happens.
It's nice not to have to get a blueprint for that. Oh snap, shows how little I've interacted with Deviri. Well yeah, you don't really have Incarnons built, do you? You'll need a whole bunch of Pathos clamps for all of your Incarnons, my guy.
Glad
You'll
you've
need
moved
those.
beyond petty grudges.
Oh, I only have 34. I thought I had 36.
She can't change the story. It's written, finished, done.
I'm doing my part. Okay, now clan members,
We shall look
I need you to get yourselves into that shop and into Deviri, because I would very much like to get the full gold statue for this event.
no.
I don't want to have to farm the hell out of it this next week. I will if I have to, but I don't want to have to get this 778 Arius all by myself. So I'm gonna need one of you guys to get in here. I know Natris is also contributing. All I ask is that you buy out the Pathos clamps. That should be enough to contribute. What do we got this time? Limbo, Mesa, Temple. Well, that's interesting. Kome, Saren. Super Vandal. Also interesting. I could probably just run it with Mesa, but the boss is immune to powers, so that gets to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Super Vandals there. You could, with the right decrees, you could turn the Super Vandal into a hell of a bullet hose. But you need decrees, and I hate shit leaving it up to random chance. Okay. I can't remember if I've done my weekly rotations, so let's go ahead and hop from shop to shop, shall we? Whee! First stop of the week, as always, is Iron Wake. Huh. I did not do them this week, okay. What do we got? Rifle. And pistol. And a bunch of Kuva. And then we will visit... Where do we want our next stop to be? Let's go see Bird. I like Bird. I know I still need to do my Archimedia this week, but I prefer to do those when I have a full group together, and I do not have one right now.
We all got something to do. Mr. Fishinacci's got his thing, Mr. Tagford's got his thing, I got my thing. It's so nice.
I like him. I like him a lot. He's such a sweetheart.
Oh, no, that one.
Oh, do I need to cash in?
Come on. Let's at least I helped charge.
Silence, fuckboy.
The debris of monstrousness. Let us learn from it. Research keeps the Carvier busy. To better times ahead.
Let me know if I can help. What do these do?
I would like to bring you back to my orbiter. Just saying.
Oh,
You're a sweetheart
I
is
love
what you
this
are.
bit.
Okay. What else could I cash in on? Eh? Why are all of my toggles going insane? I don't have any of those keyed up. Eh? Oh well, we'll keep that one. Boop boo, next stop. We'll take a shortcut for the next stop. Through here, and through here. Nobody visits the Conclave to visit the Conclave. Everybody visits the Conclave just to get their weekly Steel Path standing. Or their Steel Path trade-ins, I should say. Boop doop, boop bop. Kit Gun Riven mod. I do not need a Kit Gun Riven mod. I'm gonna be absolutely honest. This does not sound appealing to me at all. So I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah. Yeah. So, Dominus Aureus returned to him by the community is currently at 67.8. We have 6 days left. I can't remember any of these events they've ran where we haven't gotten it on like day 4 or 5. We are still nowhere close. It's kind of funny. So now we're just missing these systems, which require Tasoma extract anyway, so... My issue with this Duviri event is my issue with Duviri. I honestly think if we're talking about our operator's Plex, you should be able to pick one piece of gear. Also, something that Natris brought up to me, which I agree with, you should bring your amp. Why the fuck do they stick us with the Sirocco? So this amp that I've built up over time is useless. The operator powers that I've built up are useless. And really, unless I've built every single weapon, there's a potential that my weapons might be useless. I should be able to override just one piece of gear, either a Warframe or a weapon. Let me do that. That's all I'm asking here. Alright, I'll bring you along, Tachkoma. You're not in game. What are you talking about? There you are. I was looking for an entirely different profile picture. When's TennoCon again? Can someone remind me? Is it like the 28th? 26th? Nice cloak, nerd. Going with Kome.
The triumph of dusk. Once there was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day, a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
The murmur are lurking everywhere, waiting to ambush me. I don't like the look of that chest.
I remember when I first opened the door onto that smiling face. Don't tell me you're siding with the brat. It's about time to grow up, don't you
Also,
think?
you know, since Rashalka's been consumed by an eldritch abomination, I don't think we're going to be able to deliver her to her adoptive parents, so... You think they're going to be pissed that we have to cast her into the void again? I think they might be
The
pissed.
void longs for stillness, emptiness. But first, things must be made still.
Boo 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 doo boo doo doo boo doo boo boo doo. Hustle the muscle, got my engine on break. Everybody, na 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 na. Seriously, killing things with a wall latch here in the Undercroft is a real pain in the dick. So thanks for that challenge. No, really. Hey, we got a decree. Okay. Do 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 do. Stormcaller. That's a good one. Everybody, na 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 na.
Fighting, kiddo. This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together.
Why does that guy's Octavia song sound like some Banjo-Kazooie shit? Oh, he couldn't hang in Steel Path. I see. I mean, I was willing to carry. I don't mind.
fighting those freaks back in Helvania.
2 degrees.
Possibilities. And yet the story only ends one
Between
way.
the eyes. Oh, Nimble Gunner's great with this one.
Do you remember the Zariman? How much you learned once the restraints were taken
36
off?
enemies that are within 10 meters. Sure, that's
We
easy.
could do here, together.
I excel in close range combat.
Do not fear the wide eyes or the gaping beak. They will help you see.
That's mine. It's the Amazing Digital Circus. Wait, hold on. I need to listen to the whole song. When we get to this mission point, I want to hear it. Because did you actually put the entire Amazing Digital Circus on there? Because that's fantastic. A swarm of angry bees. Alright, let's hear it.
Tired of your human body? Want me to reshape it? This
I fucking love it. That's fantastic. That is so good. Goose would be ecstatic to hear that shit. That's great. Ah, that's good. That's real good.
stolen.
Thank the void. The undercroft portals remain open. Here's one.
All will
Oh
be
well, here
still
I was concerned that we'd just be doing another fucking alchemy. I'm glad that we're not. What happened? Tachikoma's Octavia is playing the theme song for the Amazing Digital Circus. It's fantastic.
Kiddo, you are trying so hard.
Yeah, quick question. How have I not picked up any ammo for the Super Vandal this entire time?
Dance so frantically.
Any other weapon but the Volnus and I'd be fine. But no, that's the melee I get.
Inconsequential.
God, this gun sucks. How have I picked up no ammo for the Vandal? Gah. I honestly think Kome needs a couple buffs. I really like her aesthetically, and I like the concept of a gambler frame, but she needs some buffs. And I'm not talking buffs the way they keep doing it lately, where they give her an augment. I mean a fucking buff, please. Fuck's sake. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, decree. That would be useful if I had any fucking ammo for my oh, there we go. Finally picked up some ammunition. Yeesh.
You only delay the inevitable.
25. Okay, so this one's just a more long-range variant of that challenge.
We can do this again and again and again.
Yay, another common decree. Also, Kome is absolutely at home here because you're able to use the rerolls for her decrees that she gets. And for some reason, sometimes the decrees that she gets from her skill are the ones from Duviri. I'm pretty sure that's a bug and it's not as intended. But man, it is so nice just being able to stack infinite decrees if you feel like it. And if you're good at hitting the all the wickets. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for here. Ow. Could you not? And my Super Vandal is out of ammo again. I also have strings. Fuck you! Oh, thank God, more ammo. Oh, thank God, more ammo. Oh, man. That hurt. Rat-a-tat-tat. Stop that.
Isn't it time for a new story?
Tachikoma, buddy, you alright? Who are you playing as? Oh, that's right, Octavia. How are you dying as Octavia? She tanky as fuck. Perish, you little shit. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Not very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you.
And now we enter the Undercroft again. And again, and again, and again, and again. Legitimately, Operation 8 flop. That sounds nice. Oh, that can't be right. Are we going up? Oh, yeah, we're going up. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Okay. Get it. Oh. Surprised they didn't have us go back in the undercrop. That's what they usually do for that stage. It's a nice welcome change, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, let me just load 900 rounds into my Super Vandal. Decree! Yoink. Get stranged, son. It's play funny song.
My herald looks like you. What?
One. Gotta kill him while we're in the air, kids. Nope, fuck you. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, nope, nope. Right in the butt. Straight up clown shit. Perish. That's what I thought. Stronk, baby. Stronk.
And back into the realm of untold stories,
she goes.
Another 25 Arius. Yeah, I really like Kome in the circuit or in Deviri in general. She feels real good there because you're able to double up your degrees. Plus, while you're there, you're able to like actually like flip over and stuff like that for your rerolls. I don't know if they rolled that out to like regular Kome. I don't think they did. So I'm sure it's not working as intended. But I like the way it works there. Regardless. So we're just missing the one part, and for that I need Taos, Tasoma, right? Yerp. Okay. I'm tempted to just play the event until I get it, but I also have enough Scuddler Husks to just buy it. So there is that. I could just do that. Hey, we're 1% away from greatness. 1%. Haha! Sex joke. I mean, what? Just gonna go cash these in with him real quick. I'm gonna hit the play. Okay. Like, being able to just pick your frame would be such a game changer for Deviri. It would make it feel a lot better. Or just one weapon. I understand people would be like, oh, well, you're just using the meta frame or the meta weapon. Yeah, and that's one piece of gear you don't have to worry about. That's not that big of a difference. Unless you pick the same one every time, in which case you're just a boring player. Like, I would still switch it up, but at least then I'd have some sort of, like, alternative method of making sure I had a good run instead of giving me, like, Limbo and the fucking Stug and the Bosmu and the Skana. Yeah, thanks. What the fuck am I gonna do with this? No, legitimately, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? So each one of those is 18 Dominus, so that's 180 plus 180, that's 360 Dominus right here, alright? If everyone in the clan just buys the Pathos clamps, we will easily get to the gold trophy. Easily. Right now we're at bronze. I want to say 778 is gold, or it's the next tier. I can't remember which. So I've got the Scuddler Husks. I think I'm actually going to spend them on the Scythe first, though. I think. Because I need to go get Tasoma extract anyway. That's NBD.
Children always do. But I taught you respect. In a way, I was your real father, wasn't I?
Ooh, crit chance 30%, status 24%. Nice. In Karnon form, attack speed goes up to 1.28. Range is 5.8. Nice, nice. 30%, a 2.2, and a 24. So the crit... No, that stays the same.
Effigy of dust, mutilated void dog.
Damn. I don't think he likes Wally. Remodding Citrine? Yeah, I got you, bud. Take your time, take your time.
Mathila will not betray me. She knows what I do to conspirators.
That's ominous. Eh. I'll buy the Phallus later. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, what do we have on tap? That is going to determine... Rhino, Equinox... Yep. Urelli. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Oh, man. Threw up a little bit in my mouth there. Purgator, Kuva Dragoons, okay. Ballistica Primes, meh. Yeah, there's nothing really. You know the worst part? I've built Urelli so much because of the fact that I really wanted to like her, that out of all the frames here, Urelli is probably the most capable. Because I've just built her so much, but she took so much effort and tweaking to get there, and she's still not as fun to use as, like, Equinox, who can just positively fucking nuke a room. I like Equinox. Equinox is fun. I do not like farming Equinox. Farming Equinox was not fun. Well, folks... Alright, folks. I need to head out for the night. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.